I lay in bed, surrounded by the eerie silence of the night. The cold, dark air seemed to suffocate me, making my heart heavy with memories. I tucked the photograph of Edidion, my fiancé, under the duvet, trying to hold back the tears. But they came anyway, streaming down my face like a river. It was a chilly weather for two, the kind of night that made you want to snuggle up with someone you love. But I was alone. The only sound was the distant hum of nocturnal insects and the occasional barking of dogs. I met Edidion in my final year of university. He was charming, handsome, and had a smile that could light up a room. We fell deeply in love, and he proposed to me with a beautiful ring. I was on cloud 9. But our happiness was short-lived. When I met his mother, I was nervous but hopeful. I had rehearsed every word, every gesture, wanting to make a good impression. I wore a simple but elegant outfit, trying to blend in with their cultural norms. But when she asked about my hometown, my heart sank. I knew that being Igbo would be a problem. "Mama, I'm Igbo," I said, trying to sound confident. The smile on her face faded, and she looked at me with a mixture of disappointment and disdain. I knew in that moment that our marriage was doomed. Edidion tried to reassure me, to tell me that everything would work out. But I knew better. Our families would never approve of our union. The tension between our ethnic groups was too great. The night we broke up was one of the hardest nights of my life. Edidion held me in his arms, begging me not to leave him. "Could you please not go away, honey?" he whispered, his voice cracking with emotion. But I knew I had to. I returned the ring, and we parted ways. It was a painful separation, one that left me broken and shattered. Years went by, and I tried to move on. But the memories of Edidion lingered, haunting me like a ghost. My parents, eager to see me married, introduced me to Ifidiora, a wealthy Igbo businessman. I didn't love him, but I felt pressure to marry him. Ifidiora was kind and generous, but he was also controlling and manipulative. He wanted me to be the perfect wife, the perfect hostess, the perfect mother. But I couldn't be those things. I was still grieving for Edidion, still mourning the loss of our love. As I lay in bed, surrounded by the darkness, I couldn't help but wonder what could have been. Ebe mmaiku by Ido, my husband-to-be, the one who never became my husband. But as I drifted off to sleep, something shifted inside me. I realized that I had been holding onto the past for too long. I had been letting the what-ifs and the maybes define me. I woke up the next morning with a newfound sense of determination. I knew I couldn't change the past, but I could shape my future. I started by taking small steps, reconnecting with old friends, trying new hobbies, and slowly rebuilding my sense of self. It wasn't easy, and there were still moments when the memories of Edidion felt like a fresh wound. But I learned to acknowledge those feelings without letting them consume me. As the months went by, I began to heal. I started to see the world in a new light, to appreciate the beauty in the everyday moments. And I realized that even though Edidion and I never got to spend our lives together, our love had changed me in profound ways. I still keep the photograph of Edidion, but now it's a reminder of the love we shared, rather than a symbol of what could have been. Ebe mmaiku by Ido, my husband-to-be, the one who will always be a part of me.